Hi everyone, let us now understand about the breadth first traversal of a binary tree, which is also known as the level order traversal. We'll do it using a queue. So as you can see, the level order traversal of the given binary tree is 3, 8, 6, 2 and 5. So we're gonna print each level of this binary tree in separate line as well. So let's dive straight into the solution. So this is the first while condition, which will always be true and will come out of this loop only when the node count will be equal to 0, and then will reach this break condition and it will come out of this loop. So now we have to, before this we have to initialize one thing, which is q, which I have represented it as q, and we have to append root to this queue. So here the root is 3, we'll append 3 to the queue. Now when we'll enter this while condition, the node count will be 1, as we have only one element in the queue. So the second condition will not meant and will still be inside this while true condition. So now while the node count is greater than 0, here node count is 1, will follow these condition under this while loop. So first we'll print the first element of the queue's data, which is 3, and now we'll pop the first element of the queue and we'll assign current to it. So now current will be 3. Now the currents left is 8 and currents right is 6. So first we'll append currents left and then currents right to the queue. So first we'll append 8 and then we'll append 6. Now we have to reduce 1 from the node count. So the node count previously was 1, now the road count will reach 0. So if node count is 0, this while condition will come out from this while condition and this new line character will get printed on the screen. So now we'll be in the next line. So again this while true loop continues. Now the length of the queue will be 2, the node count will hold 2, the second condition will not meant, we'll enter the next while condition. Here the node count is 2, which is greater than 0. We'll print the first element of the queue, which is 8 and it will get printed into the next line, this one. Now we'll pop this 8 from the queue, the first element, and will assign current to it. Now currents left and right are 2 and 5. We'll append it to the queue. First the left one and then the right one. Now the node count will get reduced by 1. Now the node count is 1. Previously it was 2 because. So now this condition will again work. So we'll print the first element of the queue's data. So the first element here is now 6. It will print in the next after 8 in the same line, and then we'll pop this 6, which is the first element of the queue, and we'll assign current to it. We'll pop 6. And we'll assign current to it. Now currents left and right both are none. The node count will be reduced by 1 and will become 0. So now it will come out of this while loop and the next line character will get print. So now the length of the queue is 2, which is the node count. This condition will not met. This one will met because node count is greater than 0. Now it will print the first element of the queue, which is 2 here in the next line, and we'll pop this 2 and we'll assign current to it. So we'll pop 2 and we'll assign a current. Now currents left and right both are none, so we won't append anything to the queue, but the node count will get reduced by 1 and the node count will be 1 now. Again this while condition will work. It will print the first element of the queue, which now is 5, and it will pop this element out of the queue and will assign current to it. It will pop 5 and will assign current to 5. Now currents left and right both are none. It will directly come to this statement. So the node count will become 0 now. It will come out of this while loop and the next line character will get printed. So now it will come to this while true condition. Here the node count will be 0. So if node count is 0, it will break out of this loop. And this is how the level order traversal will work iteratively using a single queue. Now if you want to look at the code, here is the code. Here I've initialized an empty queue and I've appended the root to it. This is that condition, the while condition that we have followed above to get that level order traversal iteratively line by line. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.